This is our Eclipse window. We're going to start with a very new project. Click on File, New, and then Android Application Project. Give a name to your project. For this, I will choose Test, Testing, and then click on Next. Next again. And at this moment, you can choose an icon for your app. So you can browse for that icon on your computer, or you can just leave it like this, or you can also use clip art or text. So we are going to use image. Click on next, leave it this like blank activity, and again click on next, and finally finish. Wait for a few seconds. Now this view, this is the window that will appear when you click on your app on your phone or your tab. Let's look at the code. When you have finally finished that process of giving the name to your app, you will get a folder named testing, because the name of a project is testing, so you will have the name of the folder like that. Go to src, double click on example testing, and then click on main activity.java. Remember the last screen in which there was main activity.java written? Well, this is it. Double click on it, and this is the code of your app. This is the code for the testing app. Let's have a look at the code for app. This is the code. As you can see, there are many lines. These lines are automatically generated when you click on the new project, the new Android project. These lines actually mean nothing to a beginner. As you can see, you won't be able to understand anything. Even when I started making my app, and when I was a beginner, even I couldn't understand what shit this was. So for now, you just have to ignore this. The core of this tutorial is that every app is treated like an activity. Okay, so this is the view which you will get when you click on your app. This view is actually an activity. Remember this. Okay, so let's go back to our code and have a look at that. This is a function which is inside this class named main activity, which has this extends activity. Just ignore this extends activity for now. What that actually means is that this main activity is actually uh, extending the functions of activity class. So that would be too damn advanced for beginners. We are going to leave this. For now, we will concentrate on this function, protected void on create. As you can see from the name, this on create will have all those lines and all those commands that will be executed when the app gets created. When the app gets created, with this I mean when the activity is actually loaded on the screen. Okay, when the activity is loaded in the memory, these lines of code will be executed. Okay, so that's it. Now that we have our code, we have this. Now the important thing is that in the XML file, as you can see, this is an activity underscore main.xml file. In all the XML files, we have we have this notion that we will be like saving all our display and user interfaces, and we will be coding all our user interfaces in this XML files, like how our app should look and what things it should have, like as you can see, text view or checkbox or radio button. We will include these things in an XML file. This is a main activity.java file. This has nothing to do with the user interface. This has only the coding, like when we click, like we add a radio button, what should be done when the user clicks on the radio button, that will be coded in this main activity.java. Now, most probably you would have understood that this is bifurcated actually. So now it's time to run the code. As you have just installed Eclipse, most of you wouldn't having an emulator. So click on Android Virtual Device Manager, as I am having two of them. For you guys, click on New, give name, choose a device, Nexus 10, yeah, target this, and then simply click OK, right? Click on this, and when you have done all this, just click on Control plus F11, and then Android Application Project. Okay, because I already had those emulators, so it won't ask me that what device I should use. But as you have just installed Eclipse and I don't think you have those emulators, so it will ask you that what should be used to run this app. So just click on the name that you just gave to your emulator, and voila, your first app is ready. So that's it for the tutorial. Thank you for listening.